So I just received a phone call about a owl that is stuck in a fence. So one of the big things you gotta make sure that you deal with a call like this is safety for you and the bird. I don't want to further injure the bird any more than it's already been injured. You know, the bird's gonna be flapping around and trying to get free, and it can often do more damage to itself trying to get free than the initial injury. So my plan is I'm gonna get over there and assess the situation, see what kind of fence I'm dealing with. I hope it's just a mesh fence that, you know, I can easily cut with my knife. So hopefully, you know, I can go in there, cut the bird free and let it go. So this isn't really an unusual call. We tend to get a lot of calls about birds of prey stuck in netting. How's it going? Where's the,
He's holding him because he was hanging upside down.
Oh, yeah. So after arriving on scene, this looks like a community garden area. There's electric fencing, and then they have it looks like a deer fencing to keep the deer out of the community garden, what the owl's caught up in.
He was quiet up until you just showed up.
Is the fence on, or?
No, it's not, but he's tangled.
So the owl appears to be in distress. It was hanging upside down, and they're holding the owl up, and the owl doesn't seem to have a whole lot of fight in it. So it's kind of making me think that the owl's been here for a little bit. All right, you want to hold him? And
Okay, I got him.
This owl had a pretty good run-in with this net, and there's a lot of netting wrapped around its talon.
Don't let him go.
Nope.
So my plan right now is to cut the owl free, then assess the injuries to the owl and see if I can just release it or if I have to bring it to a rehabilitator.
Yeah, he's been in there for a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I'm gonna go as slow as possible to make sure I don't nick the owl with my knife at all and I don't create any more injury to it.
All right, don't let him go yet.
Nope. Well, I'm not gonna let him go. I'm gonna hand him to you.
Yep.
So now that I have the owl free, I can actually take a look and see what I have for damages. Its foot doesn't seem to be working all that well, and there's some blood coming out of the top of the beak.
Yeah, because he's not doing too well. He's kind of thin. He's not moving that foot. Yeah, I'm gonna bring him up to a rehabber.
So right now, I think the best course of action is to bring this to a rehabilitator, get some fluids in it, get this owl to rest up a little bit. That way, we can get this animal to return back to the wild when it's healthy.
Do you guys have a bucket?
The Department of Public Works guys, they're kind enough to lend me a bucket to put the owl in. That way, the owl can open up its wings to fly away.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Uh-oh. We have an owl that's trying to escape. Last thing I need is an owl getting loose in the truck. Hang on. The owl tried climbing out of the bucket. I'm a little worried about him being in the cab with me. The last thing I really want is to deal with the owl flying around in my truck while I'm going 50 miles an hour down the road. I just threw a t-shirt over the bucket. That way the owl doesn't know that that's the way up. That way it's all dark. It'll also help keep them calm by being in a dark place. Hopefully that minimizes the stress on them as well, and it gives me a safe drive, you know, that way I don't get attacked by an owl on my way. We're just arriving at Maria Colbys. It was a little bit of a hairy ride. The owl almost popped out on us, but the owl has a little bit of fight left in it, so that's a good sign. Maria.
How are you doing?
How have you? Very good. How have you been?
Good.
Good, good.
He's got a little blood coming out of the top of his beak.
Looks like a him.
Yeah.
From the size.
Yeah, it was this leg right here that was caught up.
Okay. Okay, any movement in the town at all? Can you grab with us?
I would say that's a no.
It's not broken,
Yes.
so maybe muscle and tendon. I'm going to go ahead and give him a little bit of fluids.
After Maria Colbys looked at this owl, it doesn't appear to have any broken legs. She thinks it needs some fluids and some pain medication, and it should be good to go.
And I'll let you know in 2-3 days how he's doing, and
Good.
hopefully
We can let him go.
yes.
All right, appreciate it.
Okay, take care, Sean.
Maria's pretty encouraged about this owl. It's not in the best shape right now, but in a few days, she thinks it'll be a lot better. So I think this is a great thing to have Maria Colby here today. This owl's gonna have a speedy recovery, and I don't think it would have recovered if we just let it go.
So what we're looking for is the owl with the band on its sleigh. I think this one.
He's flying, he's moving around. It looks like he's made a really good recovery, and I think we made the right choice by bringing him here.
Okay, you'll need to take the band off. And let's take a look at his ears if you want to face him towards you. Yeah, it's definitely him.
That was the easiest catch I think I've ever seen in my life. So with everything that's going on here at Maria's, she kind of tasked me to let this guy go all by myself.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you. So I'm gonna throw him back in my truck and we're gonna go release him back where I found him. The owl is doing great. So he was flying around, he looks good, and now I'm headed back to where I got him and I'm gonna release him. So this is the first time I've released an owl by myself. You know, it's really important to get this owl out back to where it came from in case it did have a nest. That way it can start feeding its young. You know, so the responsibility is on me and I'm just gonna be doing it by myself today. Normally when I do my releases, it's with Maria and there's a lot of people around for them. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm just gonna let him go and see what happens. So looking around the immediate area, I don't see any signs of a nest. But the owl knows this area a lot better than me, and if he does have a nest, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be able to find his way back. That went well, he flew away, and I'm happy with that result. So he's now back in his natural area where he should be. So, job done.